Well, hello, y'all. How y'all are today? I watched the debate last night, and I'm not a smart person, but I kind of think Hillary might have won that. Her being a career politician, she knows how to make speeches and how to look you straight in the face, lie to you, and make you believe it. So she did put on a pretty uh, believable show last night. On the other hand, Donald, I don't know what's wrong with that man. I mean, if I could vote, I'd vote for him. But he shoots himself in the foot so many times. It's just I just make me scratch my head saying, what in the hell? He last night he wouldn't stay on topic. He wanted to get back to one certain thing over and over and over and over about Putin and all this trade agreements and this and that and the other. And he says all this stuff, but he don't give any specifics on how he's going to implement anything. I mean, now, when push comes to shove, I'd much rather vote for him, although I know he can't do a third of what he says he wants to. But I would rather vote for somebody that can at least try to get us on the right path. Because I know damn good well the vote for Hillary is going to put us down the wrong path. We can't handle 4 more years of Obama. And with Hillary, that's exactly what it's going to be, if not worse. Now, they asked Trump about Roe v. Wade. Now, I am a firm believer in the right to life. I believe that Roe v. Wade should be overturned, as does Trump. And I would even take it further if I was Trump and I became president. I would not only reverse Roe v. Wade, I would implement where abortion would only be legal in situations where there was rape or incest. And then it would have to be in within the first month or so. After that, you've waited too long, you've got to go ahead and wait till term. I would also implement that if a woman, this woman's rights crap has got completely out of hand. It's my body, I can do with it what I want. Back 100 years ago, there was no laws against abortion or whatever, but women had enough respect for that if they was birthing a child and the doctor told them, it's between you and the baby, 98% of the women would say, take my life. 98% of the women today would say, take the baby's life. To me that is just wrong, and not only I would overturn Roe v. Wade, I would also implement a law saying if you had an abortion, after a certain amount of time, you and the doctor would be charged with murder, and the father of the child would be charged with an accessory to murder. And why am I so strong on this? Because if women would keep their damn legs closed, either that or get on the pill or get a diaphragm or make the man wear rubber, you wouldn't have this problem. But no, anymore, the first date, bam, it's right straight from the bar room to the bedroom. And that's why there's so many abortions going on nowadays, because women don't want to take responsibility for their actions. But anyway, that's enough of that subject. Now, as far as borders go, we need to stop the influx of illegal Mexicans or immigrants of all kinds. And the deal about the build a wall, now, to me, that is just not, well, it's doable, but it's not the smartest way to go about it. We have laws on the books right now that they won't allow the Border Patrol and stuff to implement. I mean, there was an incident down in along the border. I forget what state it was in, whether it's California or Texas. There was 2 Border Patrol, and they spotted this van coming across the border. Well, they stopped him and found out, they was going to stop him and found out, he was smuggling drugs. Well, they chased him, and I forget the specifics, it's been a few years back. But anyway, the Mexican guy ended up getting shot. Well, he went back across the border, I think, and he come back and he got a lawyer, and he sued the Border Patrol for shooting him, and he was a proven drug runner. And the 2 Border Patrol officers was up for charges for shooting this guy. Now, this is kind of like it was in Vietnam. We didn't win the Vietnam War because our government put so much restrictions on what we could do and what we couldn't do and where we could go and where we couldn't go. We went in there, and our government didn't want us to win, even all wars are for is for population control. Population gets too high, they need a war to dwindle it back down. That's another reason why they want to open borders and stuff. It's the same thing. If population gets too low, they need a bunch of more people. Plus, they want to increase their voter base by bringing all these people in, because they know that they're going to vote Democrat, because they're the ones that got them in. But it's scary, folks, because if Trump wins, now I'm not so sure he will, because after last night, I kind of think that he might as well have walked over and dropped the keys to the White House in Hillary's hand. But if he does win by some miracle, I believe there's going to be riots in the street that you will not believe. And I believe that Obama is banking on that, so he can come in and can put up martial law and stay in office. And then he'll be a dictator or a king instead of a president. But that's just my take on it. It's whoever gets in there. It's not a job that I would want. And like I say, Hillary is going to lead us down Obama road 4 more years or worse than that. And Trump, he's sitting there promising this, and he's promising he's going to make the overseas companies pay all this money. He's promising that build the wall and the Mexicans are going to pay for it, and he's promising lowering your taxes and doing this and doing that, and there's no way in hell that he can do a third of what he says he's going to. But, you know, like I said, I'd rather have him in there and try to implement a little bit of it than have Hillary in there. And she says she's not a gun grabber. Don't kid yourself, folks. That's exactly how they take away our rights. They don't just walk in and just take a right away from us. They do it in incremental steps, just like these gun legislation people are trying to do now. They pass little bitty laws. Well, you got to limit the magazine capacity, or you got to limit the way it looks, or you got to limit this, or you got to limit that. And after a while, they take little bitty bites, and after a while, they just reach over and take the whole thing. And Hillary is for gun grabbing. She wants everybody in the United States to turn in their weapons. And I don't believe that's going to happen. She damn sure ain't going to get mine. You know, the only way they'll get it is like the old saying goes, they'll pry it out of my cold dead hands, and somebody else will go down with me. But, you know, either that or I'll go out and bury them someplace and they'll never find them. Not that I got any anyway. I didn't give all my guns away. But anyway, people, that's my 2 cents worth. You know, you might agree with me and you might not. But I just want to have a shout out to Joe's Neon. I missed your call the other day. I'll call you back here directly. And I just want to say to Seth down there in Memphis, you know, you're stubborn. You know, I respect you for one thing. You don't back down. You believe in something and you're going to fight for it. And I respect that. But I'll be damned if I respect a damn 17-year-old punk talking to me the way you did. You was disrespectful, and that's the reason I unfriended you from Facebook, is because of your mouth. You know, whether I was right or whether I was wrong, I was raised, you respect your elders, whether they're right, wrong, or indifferent. And if I was told one of my elders, get your head out of your ass, I'd have been knocked across the room and I wouldn't have woke up for 3 days. So that's the reason I unfriended you off of Facebook. Not that, you know, I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I respect you for holding your ground. But don't you ever speak to me that way again. Or next time, I'll never hold out the olive branch again. So anyway, folks, that's about all I got to say for this one. So you have a good day. God bless. Love y'all. And we'll talk at you later now. Bye-bye.